tried to knock me off my feet. I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my.
I do that, bro. Exactly. They knew you exactly.
In it for life. We gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do?
Filthy.
Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Tighten up, tighten up.
Shoot. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of them.
Right, because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs.
Absolutely, there's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
To throw on second down, Daniels. Dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down up past the 15. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Eason. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. On the ground, this is Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set 91. 52's the man.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Operating from the gun, Eason. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 3rd down, Eason. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
They'll run on 1st down. Whittington. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You got it.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. He'll air it out deep for... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half. But out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Off the play fake. Daniels. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 23 yards, the final tally. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. Eason. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Eason, he's got his man. It's Williams. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Eason. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Kamara, and I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And taken right at the 35. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. An update from Buffalo. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Throwing to start the drive. Eason. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Switch. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Eason. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up the 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
This is Breida. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Whittington. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, Eason. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Second and long. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost really called the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, here's Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Breida. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Things looking pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run for it with Breida, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
I think that's mine. The run nervous since I put this nigga in the gun line, but one of them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's got room. That one 28 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Breida. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Check, 43. I got one. Check, nickel.
Off play action. Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Breida, he'll try the right side. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Caught, it's Wilson. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
High 7. 5.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Check 52. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On first down, Daniels. It fights him off. Shedding the tackle. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Whittington. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. On 4th down, Daniels. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for 5.
Get him out of here!
I like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares?"
They don't want me to get 50, y'all.
Do something some other time.
They don't want me to get 50, y'all.
Do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably. That's caught inside.
Ain't
the
let him
20.
catch that shit.
Now we'll get a quick timeout.
They really let him catch that shit?
Number 2.
Come on, man.
As they get it right at the 32nd
Come on,
mark
man.
of this fourth quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
They don't want me to get 50, y'all.
Eason.
Oh, where that bitch come from?
To his running back, Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Eason looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
All they D on him, man, whole game. We got 30 seconds left on the clock.
And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. To try to add the
Get him out of here.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
I ain't doing my onside
So
kick. I
time
got to try
definitely
to
not in
shoot.
their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
Trying to get to the 30 right there.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Throwing on first down. Daniels looking downfield for Godwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will give the football back.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm gonna let KJ Styles do his thing, you heard me?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, Delta! Fuck, man!
Incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier